Hello and welcome to another edition of Toys from the Attic. Many of you out there would consider McDonald's a Happy Meal king. However, you could find some good toys from some of the other franchises out there, like Burger King and their classic Universal Monster set. Now, seeing how it's October, I decided to devote this whole month to nothing but Halloween action figures. Well, from the Happy Meals anyways. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at these guys. Which one will we be looking at this week? Okay, so here we have the Wolfman, played by Lon Chaney Jr. in the classic Universal Monster movies. I'm starting off with him because he's my least favorite one of the set. That doesn't necessarily mean I hate werewolves. It's just I have some particular issues with this action figure. Burger King came out with two different themes of monster-based toys. I remember being very eager to collect the first wave of monsters that came out, but the second wave sculpts weren't actually as good as the first year's. So that's why I didn't bother collecting most of them. I only got the Wolfman to complete my set. Alright, now one of the main things that makes this line so cool is actually the little containers that they come in. As you can see, it's this little coffin, or you can consider it doors to a cellar, or doors to just about anything. Well, I guess the gimmick later you can see why it is a coffin. But you can see that the sculpts on the outside of these things are actually pretty good for Happy Meal toys. I don't know what Burger King calls them, but I'm going to call them Happy Meal toys. And they have a nice little gimmick. The idea is you just flip this little thing here, and the Wolfman will pop out of his grave. There's a little, well, I guess I should start right here. Now, this is the other thing that's cool, is these guys aren't permanently attached here. They just pop off with those neat little leg holes, so you could have the guy walk around on his own. And another neat thing was these guys were actually really perfect for G.I. Joe scale. But let me put him back here and I'll let you see. So there's not much detailing in here, but you have a nice little moonscape back here that's spring-loaded and popped up. And for a Happy Meal toy, this is actually a pretty neat little scene. Now, the Wolfman, he only has like 4 points, or 5 points of articulation. The head, up and down with the arms and other stuff. Well, what do you want? It's a kid's meal toy. But if you could get in kind of close here, the sculpt on the head is okay, but in comparison, it seems a little bit more cartoony and just a little bit softer in some details, and like it was rushed. Like, not that much time was put into it like the others. Same thing on the hands and especially the feet. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. He's a nice guy to round out your collection. It's just, that's one of the things I noticed, especially with some of the other second year figures, which we'll get to in some of the other reviews. Anyways, that's been a look at the classic Universal Monsters werewolf. He won't actually stand up on his own unless I put him in there. But alright, thank you. Once again, thank you for watching. If you like what you've seen today, please feel free to subscribe or leave a comment below in the comment section. Any advice for the show will be greatly appreciated, so who knows, something you suggest may appear on the show in the future.